Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the streets, 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube on IWER TV. In the headlines, Maloney taxi driver shot dead this morning. Baby found wrapped in a garbage bag at the San Fernando General Hospital. Man shot dead while sitting in his vehicle in St. Helena this morning. And internationally, UK inflation to breach 18% due to energy price surge. Consumer confidence hits a record low as prices soar. And now the news in detail. A Maloney PH taxi driver was killed early this morning. 39-year-old Damien Danclair of Building 7, Maloney Gardens, was liming in the car park with others when he was shot around 1:30 this morning. Nearby residents heard the gunshots and later found Danclair on the ground bleeding. He was taken to the Arima District Hospital where he was declared dead. Police said Danclair was not known to them. So far, they have no motive for the killing. And a newborn baby was reportedly found wrapped in a garbage bag and left in the corridor of the San Fernando General Hospital. The baby, said to be still alive, was taken to the Accident and Emergency Department for treatment. It was only on Saturday news broke that a 26-year-old mother had strangled her 7-year-old daughter and confessed the killing to an imam who notified the police. It was also reported by a neighbor that the 26-year-old mother admitted to her last week that she felt like killing herself and her child. The neighbor said she reported what she was told to the police, but they never came to the assistance of the young mother. A man identified as Keith Balram Singh was reportedly shot dead while sitting in his car near to Comanche's Bar, St. Helena in Caroni. A high-powered firearm was believed to have been used in the killing, as several 5.56mm shells were found at the scene. The incident occurred around 3 a.m. this morning. Police are once again pleading with citizens not to make themselves easy targets for criminals. This latest warning comes after a 66-year-old woman was robbed of her vehicle after she left her keys in the ignition. The victim told police that at around 2:30 p.m. yesterday, she had arrived at her St. John Street home in her Toyota Corolla. However, she left the keys in the ignition and went inside. Less than 5 minutes later, she observed someone she did not know driving away in her vehicle. She notified the police and they were informed that the vehicle was equipped with GPS. A team of officers later recovered the vehicle at Orchard Street, Mokoya Gardens. 5 more people have died due to COVID-19. The Ministry of Health, in its Sunday update, said this brings the COVID-19 death toll to 4,100. The ministry also recorded an additional 187 new positive cases, bringing the total number of known active cases to 6,997. Internationally, inflation in the UK is on course to breach 18% at the start of 2023 due to skyrocketing energy bills. Experts forecast that consumer price index inflation will reach 18.8% in January, which would represent the highest rate for almost half a century. Last month, inflation struck a new 40-year high of 10%. Meanwhile, UK consumer confidence in the future hit a record low in August due to the soaring cost of living and bleak economic prospects. A sense of exasperation about the economy was the biggest driver behind the fall. Recent data showed that with high inflation, the UK is heading for recession. The Office for National Statistics said people were continuing to cut back on non-essential spending, in particular clothing and household goods. Staying with news in the UK, workers at the UK's largest container port have begun what they say will be an 8-day strike, becoming the latest workers in the country to take action to demand higher pay amid rising inflation and the soaring cost of living. Nearly 2,000 workers at the port of Felixstowe, which handles about 4 million containers a year from 2,000 ships, accounting for more than half of the country's incoming shipping freight, walked off the job on Sunday. The dispute has raised fares to supply chain problems and comes as the transport industry is already reeling from work stoppages, with only 1 in 5 trains running in the UK on Saturday amid a railway workers' strike. Postal workers also plan a 4-day strike later this month, while telecom giant BT recently faced its first stoppage in decades. Amazon warehouse staff, criminal lawyers and garbage collectors are among those who have staged walkouts in recent weeks. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube on IWER TV. Recapping the headlines, Maloney taxi driver shot dead this morning. Baby found wrapped in a garbage bag at the San Fernando General Hospital. Man shot dead while sitting in his vehicle in St. Helena this morning. And internationally, UK inflation to breach 18% due to energy price surge. Consumer confidence hits record low as prices soar. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas.